Hello, everyone. It is the latest comic book haul from Sleepy Reader with my special guest, Quacking Duck.
I'm not so special. I appear on
My
like
not so
every
special,
whole
boring, totally expected sidekick, or I'm her sidekick, I think.
No, I'm
Some
your sidekick.
some commenters have suggested, or I suggested that I'm your sidekick, I guess. So I got too many comic books today, starting with the.
Dad, is there even such thing as too many comic books?
That's a fine point that people debate a lot, especially at institutions of higher learning.
Higher
Philosophy
learning.
professors spend a lot of time talking about. I'll move the mic over towards you.
The questions are to be or not to be, and is there such thing as too many comic books?
Right.
Those are
I
like
read comic
the
books,
two
therefore I
questions
am.
that define my life.
So I've got a few more Marvels than usual. I've started getting As Guardians of the Galaxy on my pull list. And
That
then
S is too big.
the S and the A are both big. Do you think
Yeah,
the
I
S
know.
is particularly annoying somehow?
They're too big. Like it feels like from the S, the A, and then the S next to the A, and it kind of gets smaller towards there, and then the S gets huge.
What I don't like is the War of the Realms is coming in 2 months banner. That's
I
really
know.
annoying. I'm totally not interested in War of the Realms. And the banner does not help. And then my comic shop owner said to me, hey, they've got a new Jonah Hex comic out. And then he went searching for it. But this is not Jonah Hex, who's a DC character. This is a Marvel comic called Gunhawks. And I've never heard of Gunhawks before, so I don't know if it's a reboot of some previous Marvel Western characters.
You can certainly tell how I feel about Western.
And I wasn't going to buy it till I flipped it open and saw that it was written by David and Maria Lapham. Is it Maria or Marcia? Maria Lapham. Who best known for, what's that crime comic? Anyway, I was curious what they would do with a Western. So
I thought you were going to say it was written by Steve Orlando.
Then I would really want to buy 10 copies probably. Everything by Steve Orlando is
you know,
just...
and if you watch this channel, you probably know his opinion of Steve Orlando.
I hope Steve Orlando's not watching. I actually kind of hate this cover. It's a kind of a mess. But as I look at it closer, I guess there's a whole bunch of people in the shadows pointing their gun at our hero, whoever our hero is, whose face
Dad,
we can hardly see.
Which
is, I guess, why my shop thought it was Jonah Hex.
I don't think DC's star comic book writer would watch.
Do you think Steve Orlando is their star comic book writer?
Yeah, I put star in quotes. Actually, Brian Michael Bendis.
Brian Michael Bendis is their star.
And so, to take off my coat. And so
He just came in from the cold.
I just don't think that someone like that would watch a comic book video of a channel that's kind of a smaller channel.
And it looks like Conan is about to get his head chopped off in Conan 3, which probably ends the series.
Yay! Get your head chopped off, Conan!
Do you like that cover?
No.
It's a lot better, in my opinion, than this Gunhawks cover.
Both are like the worst covers I've ever seen. You know,
well,
actually,
what about this cover? What do you think of this cover?
I like that cover.
You like that one? Okay. They're all a bit murky to me. I like much better this Green Lantern cover.
Yeah, I like that.
The art in Green Lantern has been amazing. I'm still waiting to figure out what Grant Morrison is doing with the story, other than my general sense that he's being very 2000 AD-ish with everything.
What's 2000 AD?
Who's a British comic book publisher who had a certain style of science fiction. Now some of the coloring's looking too dark to me. I'm getting suddenly very picky about coloring. Deathstroke still at Arkham. I need to catch up on my reading with this. Any thoughts on Deathstroke at Arkham, or you're kind of bored with that? That's a better cover, but still kind of confusing. This is an interesting cover for Super Sons
I want to
number.
read Super
7.
Sons.
We need to read Super Sons
I
together.
need to
I'm way
read
behind on my Super Sons reading.
Super Sons.
Which, what are they rating it? They're rating it T for teen.
They
but
always rate
that
every
may
single.
well mean it's family friendly.
They rate every single comic. Teen.
And then Young Justice, which we read the first issue, is rated teen plus.
I'm glad. Wait, did they came
Maybe
out with a new?
mostly
new
for
Young
their
Justice?
use.
They came out with a new Young Justice. How could you forgotten, Dad?
To tell you, I'm
Yes.
sorry, I forgot. They it seems totally like a good family friendly comic,
How-
except for the use of a certain 3-letter word
Yes.
that means patootie.
Yes.
They overuse that word quite a bit. There was some other, maybe they said carp a lot. But I think there's some other bad word they used in here. And then I think I didn't mean to pick this up, but my shop owner pointed it out, and I said, okay, sure.
What's Man
But it was-
and
It's a
Superman?
$10 comic book. Man and Superman is apparently a previously unpublished Marv Wolfman script. I think you've probably never heard of Marv Wolfman, but
I've heard the name.
he was a classic 70s and 80s writer at Marvel and DC, and particularly well known for the new Teen Titans.
Oh
He
yeah.
invented Cyborg. He invented Raven. He invented Starfire.
Starfire.
So
He
we
did
have
not
a lot to
invent Beast
thank.
Boy though, because
No, Beast Boy already existed.
Beast Boy was from the Doom Patrol.
He did try to change Beast Boy's name to Changeling.
Yeah, but it didn't work.
So he's done some. We need to thank Marv Wolfman for those characters, don't we? And then I got Curse Words. Curse Words keeps being fun, although when I think about trimming my pull list, maybe Curse Words could go. Maybe I've had enough Curse Words. This is issue 20.
And luckily, Curse Words doesn't actually have any act.
There's absolutely no cursing in Curse Words, ironically. They cast curses on people, but no
But
cursing.
they don't like say things I shouldn't be saying. You know?
Right. And not on my pull list, but I keep picking it up when it comes out. Die number 3.
Die?
Meaning the dice. Die like dice.
Oh, I think that cover's really cool.
And the people go into this fantasy gaming world
I
that
think
one of
the
them
cover
invented
looks
as a
really
kid.
cool.
Yeah, the whole comic has quite the painted
Okay, phew. It's not that comic called Die, Die, Die.
look. There is a comic called Die, 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 which we don't ever want to look at.
Nobody
There may
ever
be people
wants.
dying in here. I don't know. There weren't any. Nobody died in the first 2 issues. Somebody did get their arm cut off, I think.
Yeah.
Cemetery Beach. I'm like 2 issues behind on this. Kind of cool cover. I think it's almost wrapped up. I think there's only one more issue to go. So
My Little Pony friend has come.
and
She's annoyed that you didn't
does
get
she
any
like
My Little-
violence?
She's annoyed that you didn't get any My Little Pony comics and says that it's really annoying that comics are really violent and should just be about how friendship is good.
Friendship is
And
magic.
not violence.
Friendship is
Yeah.
gentle.
Friendship? Yeah.
This comic is called Oberon, and I remember
Oberon.
ordering it from something I read about it. I think it's the Oberon from Shakespeare's Tempest. No, Midsummer Night's Dream, but I'm not sure. So again, immediately flipping through it, I'm not in love with the color here. I don't know, has my perception of color changed, or if color
Little Pony.
styles in comics become less attractive lately.
My Little Pony.
Self-Made number 3. Is it number 3? Yeah. Oh, and I love it when there's a
Little Pony.
full cover, 2-page cover. Self-Made, been good and bad, some cool stuff, and finally, I'm really actually probably most excited for Wrong Earth number 6, which is probably the end of the arc, and I think then the Ahoy comics are going to take a long break, and they put out some other Ahoy comics and then come back. So we'll see if there's a real wrap up to the story. That color looks better, although I was reading reading Wrong Earth the other night and wishing the color was better. So that's, I'm being taken over by ponies.
Dad,
Yes.
this video is being
over.
taken over by ponies. The pony's doing, not me.
No, not the pony.